Hey everyone, it's Adri here, and I would like to welcome you back to my little corner of the internet, Adri's Corner. If you enjoy budgeting, cash stuffing, vlogs, lifestyle, decorating videos, then I'm your gal. So if you find my videos interesting or you enjoy this video that you're watching right now, feel free to like and subscribe to join the community that I'm building over here, and let's get into the video. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop right in, writing our income, and let's just get this started. Okay, so for this week we are going to be working with 202.80. And that's from a PT position, part-time position. And that was the only income that we've gotten for this week. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and write down my expenses. So for this week, I'm going to also make another partial cart payment. I did one last week. I'm also going to do one this week. So this week is going to be $100. And I'm not really going to put a due date for that one because it is a past due balance that I'm paying on. And then I have Midland coming up next week. The due date actually falls on the next paycheck date, but I just want to have that money already set aside and deposited into the right account so I don't have to try to rush and withdraw that money and deposit it into the next account. So I'm also going to put Midland is being due, and that's going to be due on the 20th. And that will be $50. And that is it for my two expenses this week. So obviously if you add up these two, it's going to be $150. So we're going to minus that from the 202.80 to see how much we have left over to play with for our cash dividers down here. So let's do that. And that leaves us with $52.80. So now, as always, I'm going to go ahead and write my categories down here for my cash dividers, play my theme song, and I'll be right back. So let's do this. Play the theme song. Alrighty, so we have all our categories written down, so let's go ahead and go through and divvy up this $52.80. So let's get started. So for toiletries this week, I still don't need anything, thank God. So that's going to get $0. Gas, I'm a little bit over a half tank, so I'm just going to give myself $30 just to top myself off. And that's going to be a 20 and a 10. Oh, I also need to write that I'm going to need a 50 over here because I need to withdraw that and deposit it into another bank account. And then groceries. Let me go back to this one to see after my fur baby. So I always have to make sure she's good. So she's going to get her usual 15. And that's the 10 and the 5. And then let me go ahead, because I already know I'm not going to be able to stuff for savings challenges this week. Just can't do it with the $52.80. So whatever extra income that I come across, if it's through DoorDashing, Uber Eats, I'll just go ahead and allocate if I'm able to, or put it to paying off bills. So we're working with what we got. It is perfectly fine. In these inflation times, you got to make it work how you can do it. So let me go ahead and add up these two. That should be 45. So let me see how much I have left over for groceries. So let's see how much that's going to be. So that's $52.80 minus, that should be $45. So let's put minus 45. That's $7.80. Oh wait, no. So our leftover is going to be $7.80. I should put that over here. And that I'm just going to keep on the card. And I do have a little bit of a buffer left over from all the buffers that I have. So I'll probably be able to grab little bits and just little things here and there to be able to make groceries for the rest of the week. I do have like pasta and like different things like that already stocked up. And I also have frozen veggies in my freezer. So the only thing that I really need for the rest of this week is just gonna be meat. My local grocery store has really good deals on like chicken drumsticks and stuff like that. So I should be able to be set with this plus the little bit of a buffer that I have left over. I should be fine with the groceries. So don't look at this and be completely scared. I'm completely fine. So we're able to move it along for this week. So with that said, this total is actually going to be wrong. I actually was about to write it here, but made a mistake. So let me X that out and also X this out, because this whole total should reach the 5280. So let's just double check and add everything to make sure that's correct. So we have plus 30 plus 15, and that does give us 5280. So let's go ahead and write that down here. And that gives us a zero base budget. A little quicker than usual. Usually the zero base budget goes through here, but we are cutting it back to over here in this direction, which is completely fine. Things change, things move. That's what budgeting is for, so that you don't go crazy when you have a little bit to work with versus a lot to work with. At least with budgeting, you know that you're able to cut back on certain things and make it work. So let's go ahead and go through these two sections and go through my denominations and see how much of each one that I need. So for the 50, I do need 1. So let me go ahead and tally up 1 and put a number 1 down here. For 20s, I need 1 of those as well. So put a dash for 20 and 1 down here. And then I need 2 10s. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 dashes down here, put a number 2. And then for 5s, I only need 1 5. So I'm also going to put a 1 here. So now what I'm going to do per usual is just go ahead and write these denominations on a piece of paper, head over to the bank, get that shmutty, that cheddar, and I'll be right back. Let's do this. Alrighty, and just like that, we are back from the bank. So as always, before we can stuff, we have to unstuff. So let's see if we have any coins left over for Callie the coin collector and Mr. Banks the Copper King. So let's go ahead into my wallet and see if I have any change. And this was the paper I was talking about earlier, that I just write my denominations on a piece of paper, and then I head on over to the bank so that they can give me each one that I need. So that's in there. So I do have some change left over. Let me go ahead and take out my dividers. Not a lot, but we have some coin. So we have a coin for Callie. And we have a couple of coppers for Mr. Banks. Now the coins, I know I did use up the coins this past week, so that's probably why there's not as much to give to these two wonderful little beings. So that's enough stuffing for these two. And now we are working with $95 this week, so let me just make sure that the bank didn't jip me. So let's go ahead and count it up. So we have 50, 70, 80, 90, and 95. So let me go ahead and divvy out the money and I'll be right back. All right, that was quick enough, right? So we have that all set. So let's go ahead and go through each divider. So for toiletries, like I said before, that's getting nothing. Gas is getting 30. So we have the 20 and the 10 giving us 30, 20 and 30. Then we have groceries. That's just gonna have whatever is left over on my card as well as whatever buffer is left over. Again, I don't need that much stuff this week. I have like a good little stockpile that I've been having, so we're set on that. Then Fur Baby is getting her usual 15, so that's gonna be the 10 and the 5. So 10 and 15. And then Eating Out gets nothing, Blessings get nothing, Tips nothing, and Back to the Bank nothing. So I get to put this in my wallet like so, along with all these receipts that I still need to fetch. If you don't know what Fetch is, if you're new here, Fetch is an app where, I'm sorry to all my subscribers because they've heard this so many times before, but Fetch is an app where you can go ahead and scan your receipts. Those receipt scans turn into gift cards because you accumulate it through like a point system. So if you're interested, my code is always across the screen as well as is in the description box. So yep, we are all ready to go with that. Let me go ahead and close that up and put it to the side. And then let me take out my bill binder. This is my bill/savings challenge binder. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the 50 in the Midland because I have to deposit that into my Capital One account, and that's where they get the payments from, that account. So let me go ahead and put that in here, and I'll deposit that probably tomorrow because after this I have to head straight to work. So let's go ahead to my outro. Alrighty, there you have it. Another week, another cash stuffing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little quick because there wasn't that much to work with, but as always, you know me, I roll with the punches, and when I'm able to be blessed with more, you'll be able to see a lot more stuffing. So this is what I'm able to work with right now, and I'm grateful for it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to join the fam if you haven't, and go ahead and comment down below how you guys are doing. Does inflation have you guys in a chokehold? How's your cash stuffing journey or budgeting journey going? Are you interested in starting a financial journey? Just comment down below so I can go ahead and communicate with you guys. And as always, stay grateful, stay motivated, and grab your little bits and pieces of happiness from wherever you can. And I'll see you right back here in my little corner of the internet, Adri's Corner. Bye, guys.